Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Nadia Febriani with the student ID number 43219120025. This time I will do a short talk on one of this topic is counterfeiting the globalization of the shape.
Counterfeiting is an act of violation or infringement of the legal right of the intellectual property owner. Technically, the word counterfeiting refers only to case of violation of trademark right or trademark. But in practice, counterfeiting also includes the act of making an item whose physical form is deliberately made very similar to the original item. This can sometimes mislead consumers in looking for the real thing they want to buy. Counterfeiting is usually synonymous with currency or documents. But now counterfeiting can also include forgery of clothing, accessories, software, drugs, watches, even automotive goods. Counterfeit goods are usually sold at a lower price and have inferior quality compared to the original goods, so that counterfeiting of goods in a brand can damage the brand image, patents, trademarks, and copyright of the goods. Counterfeit products, or what is more commonly known as KW products, are problems that have not been resolved until now. Product piracy is basically using without the permission of the brand holder or legal intellectual property right. Basically, this piracy is an act of imitating or copying the original product or the original brand holder and marketing it. Usually, the products that are copied are well-known products. In general, what is copied is the packaging and the raw material that are made in such a way as to resemble the original, including the falsification of the trademark and its labeling. Recently, counterfeiting is an activity that has become increasingly prevalent in some parts of the world, starting from America to Asia. Based on data obtained by the OECD 2007, trade in counterfeit and pirated goods reached around 5 to 7% of the total trade in goods in the world and reached $200 billion United States dollars in 2005. This amount does not include domestic production and consumption of counterfeit and pirated products through the internet. If this number were taken into account, the total amount of counterfeiting worldwide could be in excess of hundreds of billions of dollars. In fact, many actions have been taken by the government and the local community to eradicate this counterfeiting, one of which is the drafting of an anti-counterfeiting law. However, even so, trademark owners still have difficulty persuading local governments to take other measures to combat counterfeiting. This is due to several factors, namely, first, counterfeiting is still a low priority when compared to other criminal acts. Second, it is still difficult for the government to monitor counterfeiter activity as a whole. Finally, the procedure for making laws regarding counterfeiting are still complex. Indonesia is also one of the countries that carries out many trading activities in counterfeit goods and counterfeiting of a product's brand. This is evident from research conducted by AUCA 1998. According to the organization, Indonesia is recorded as having contributed 1.2% for its involvement in the case of counterfeiting. The most counterfeited products are textile, electronic, and food and beverages. This results in trillions of rupiah in state loss due to the potential for loss of revenue from sales tax.
Counterfeiting is detrimental to many parties. Apart from harming the government, producers are also effective. Producers will experience less revenue from the sale of their goods, damage their good name or brand image, and reduce innovation. Consumer can also be affected, namely damage health, reduce quality of life, financial loss, and opportunity loss. The Eastern culture, which is based on the spirit, of the togetherness has led to the proliferation of product piracy, considering that the hijacked product provide a great opportunity for the interest of the community to own it and at the same time helps economic growth. On the other hand, a Western culture that respects individualism highly upholds one ownership right, so that the implementation of IPR is far more successful than that of the East. And if there is product piracy that occurs in the West world, the portion will be very small compared to the East. The Eastern culture, which seem to approve the piracy of product, is basically also supported by a paternalistic culture through education. A very paternalistic educational culture implies more example for students to imitate. Imitating culture for Asian society has been since its ancestor when viewed from the history of Asia, so that it has entered the value system of Asian society. This means that the act of copying or imitating is something common in Asian society. In addition, most of the perpetrators of Asian piracy are resilient people who are naturally entrepreneurial, not educated societies, and of course easily see opportunities regardless of the intellectual right violation of other or not. Enough here that I can say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.